got a new one.
Hey, we're live. Hello, Internet. We are Fantasticide, coming at you once again. And might I say, Happy National DM Day, as I was notified earlier.
Happy National DM Day to you.
Why, yes. Showering you with the appreciation that I rightfully
DM'd
deserve
for
on
each
this
other
day.
at one point, right?
Every person here has DM'd for me. I have not DM'd for all of you.
Yeah, I'm almost never a player.
Abby's DM'd
so...
for me. I've been DM'd by Abby.
I have never had
Sliding into her
Abby
DMs?
DM for me.
Ah,
Yeah, you have.
Abby? No.
Yeah, there was the carnival.
Oh, yeah.
You did do that one carnival one shot.
Yeah, that we didn't finish because it took longer than a one shot. Anyway,
It became something that
would've
was
thought?
beautiful anyway.
thank you.
who would have thought a one-shot wouldn't be a one-shot?
Maybe not beautiful.
That almost sounds typical.
There's no such thing as a one shot.
Oh, huh.
I've done it. It happens. They're not as fun as you'd think.
We're going to do a one shot in May, and there's only going to be one because I'm coming back here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, did I get
that
the
won't be
version right?
streamed, though.
Nope, I'm looking the wrong way. It's reversed on the thing.
Yeah.
Ian, I did not change my name.
Oh, right. I forgot to set that up. Well, congratulations. You're Milo for now.
Send me your character sheet quick.
Why
It's
don't
actually
you guys
on
just
roll
switch
20.
spots?
Because the way that it works makes it difficult to change spots quickly. So I'll do it once I have some time.
No, they
Cool.
should switch spots.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Plain
Just,
16 York
you
real
know, just switch positions. Just
Give
walk
us
over a little.
2 hours.
Give us a plane flight.
No. Wait, you're in Minnesota, right?
Or
Yeah.
just 5th level spells.
Yeah, that's just a 13-hour drive. I can do that by end of stream.
How long do you think
I
these streams
can
go
play
for?
that long.
Wait, no, I've got it. You guys
Not
both
tonight. but-
switch to your phones, prop it up in your car, and then drive towards each other.
And hand off
feel
the
like
phone
this
and
is a-
drive back.
Yeah.
I feel like this is
Yeah.
a bad math problem.
Well, the best math problem.
Okay.
If I have 13 bananas and 15 pineapples, how many miles per hour would I need to drive to get to Minnesota before the bananas spoiled?
It depends. Do you go through Gary, Indiana, or do you circumnavigate it?
Circumnavigate.
Circumnavigate?
I'm never going to.
Yep. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Use the orbit
See,
to
here's
sling
the
yourself.
There we go.
Gary, Indiana is just one large roundabout, and you just have to loop it once before you can exit.
Oh, so it's like
science.
Chicago.
Or Columbus.
Listen, roundabouts are the future. Traffic lights are obnoxious.
I think Ian's trying to get us on track.
Anyways.
You mean on the roundabout?
Yeah. Last time on the show, we found out about Ymitri's past from Madame Zylstra, and then went on an exciting trip to the library where we studied.
Why do
Hey,
you say
that's
it
not
like-
fair. Other things happened at the library. Ymitri did a drug deal.
Yeah, Ymitri did a stare and then got potions for it.
It was really
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Those are uncomfortable potions, too, if I remember my
they're-
analysis correctly.
They were
Yeah, they were neurotoxins.
Neurotoxin.
Ymitri
Highly
just
potent
kind of
ones.
stood there and stared for a while and then got neurotoxins. As far as the rest of you know.
Yeah. Well, I think we're all pretty concerned about it.
Yeah.
Oh, also the lady looking like her skeleton was bigger than her flesh sack was canon, so she was moving oddly too.
Yes, she was moving oddly. Also, when we asked her how she was involved, she just said she was related to Ymitri, and that was weird.
Don't you ever get poisons from your aunts twice removed or whatever?
It's usually
If you
stuff
mean
that's expired
alcohol,
from the
yes.
It's expired
Yes.
food in the refrigerator, but yes.
Yes. Yes, Milo does.
You mean Piotr? You're Piotr today.
Oh, shoot, never mind. No.
I need to make a pre-stream checklist so I stop forgetting shit like that. Oh well.
I like it. I think it gives us character.
The wrong character, but character.
Oh, sorry, that's...
Literally the wrong character, yes. Okay.
Wait, how's my pewter face?
I feel like you need to add a little bit more of an eye roll before you go into the full frown, but otherwise. That's
You
good.
dang
That's
Okay,
spot on.
now how do you feel about having a exceptionally sassy half-orc adoptive daughter?
I'm not Mr. Butts.
Mr. Butts, Mr. Butts! You look different today.
Where's that neurotoxin again?
I don't
She's
think
your daughter!
No, it's for me.
No, I'm Milo. No!
I mean,
Aha!
I was gonna say if you give it to Sasha, you guys could be like weird parent duo Dimitri.
Yeah, that's what they're there for.
That's the dream.
Fuck.
Sasha could be Dimitri's mother, and you can be Dimitri's father.
Gross.
Both the man I was and the weird spirit thing I am are disappointed in you.
We're so
Dimitri.
good at this.
Nailing the recap. Yeah.
Free time.
Sorry, roundabout.
And then after the neurotoxins, we stalked a man.
Yes, stalked a man back to his house and
You-
vaguely threatened him in front of his family.
You guys act like I can just simply get these people to just take these. I'll make it happen.
Not quite in front of his family. They weren't very aware of what was going on.
I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be some sort of like talking
Resistance?
talking to Dimitri about the fact that he just silently accepted some neurotoxins from a creepy lady in a library. At least that's on my checklist.
When I wake up from being sleepy from not sleeping.
That's Milo's
That
not
would
worried
be a
about
better
that.
time to talk to you. Yes, when you are awake. That is the plan.
Hard
Well,
to talk
before that-
back.
Before that, we have currently broken in. Well, okay.
We
You
were
guys got
invited
invited. I
in.
broke into a man's house.
Yeah, you're a
We
rebel.
walked through the front door. You played rogue.
I went in the second story window.
Yep. Did we actually like do rules for that, or
Do you want me to do rolls for that?
Do rolls.
I mean like climb in a stealth?
I think we just like didn't go over what Piotr was doing yet.
Yeah, Piotr's also holding one of my daggers, if I remember correctly.
That's
We
correct.
swapped
I remember the
ahead of time.
handoff.
21 for athletics, assuming grappling hook helps that, and a 22 for stealth.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, you slide into the windowsill like the nasty rogue you are, and yeah.
Slide straight into this house as DMs.
What would a house's DMs be? I don't even know.
Second story window.
Mailbox
Wouldn't
lot.
that be the mailbox?
The mailbox, the email, and the computer.
I mean, this is ye olde times, so there no computer email.
Yeah.
Maybe like maybe you can just leave like really creepy notes in their journal.
The rookery.
Well, actually, I was going
mailbox?
to give his, because she's still under the effects of a call motion spell, give his daughter a note that's, just some kind of vague thread of, we never had this conversation. I know where you live. I know where your weaknesses are. And I'm gonna fold it up nice, and I'm gonna give it to her and say, hey, give this to your dad once you see him next. In a nice, friendly voice.
Okay.
She's calm emotion. She's fine. And I'll walk out, and then I'll wait for a
Better
dramatic
hope she
moment
doesn't know how to
appear.
read. Better hope she doesn't know how to read.
I mean, it's ye olden times, and she's a woman, so
Yeah, but
If she does,
it's fantasy olden times where they aren't as sexist.
that's true. I love that about D&D.
and if she can read and does read it, I'm not gonna lose any sleep at night because of that. She might. I won't.
Okay.
She'll definitely lose sleep. Because she'll
and
think
then-
it might be for her.
I'm gonna wait in the stairwell for a dramatically appropriate moment to pop into the conversation that they're having with these guys.
Okay. Now, did anybody remember to prepare the questions that you were supposed to get together?
I have some that I have thought about.
Hey.
I did the homework.
Good
You
job.
go
I'm not even.
first.
I'm not even there really. So
And Milo.
Because I've
So-
just, like, at this point, I've just dropped the calm emotions and he's, like, scared and such, and we've got him.
So, Nathan, I know you've seen Brandon lately. Exactly, we know that he's under the orphanage. How many of the organization's forces are down there?
Well, I don't know much about the after crypts as a whole, but I do know that Brandon has been trying to has been very antisocial, to put it lightly. He's been cloistering himself off in his study for hours at a time,
From
if
the
not
rest
days.
of the organization?
Yes.
It's good to know.
How hard is it to get to the study?
Well, I wouldn't be able to lead you there myself from one of the entrances that the Twisted Fang has in the city. But
But it's under Madame Zilstra's, right?
yes, it's in that rough area.
What part of Madame Zilstra's are you talking about? Like, in the building? Or on the grounds?
Underneath. It's underground.
The entrance, though.
There's the only way to get through it from the after crypts is by a long journey from one of the areas where we have entrances into the after crypts.
Right,
Right. And what's about Farah? How involved is she, and where can we find her? She was in the same records that you were.
What do you mean the same records that I was?
Don't worry about it.
Farah, I haven't talked to her much since I joined. We weren't really that close, but I have heard that she was doing some sort of service for the Twisted Fang on the outskirts of town.
Outskirts of town. We know that she would meet with you at that Piotr's bar. Are you sure that's all you can tell us about where she might be? Just on the outskirts of town? Do you know exactly where? What kind of service exactly?
Like in the Virginia? Or.
Oh, further out than that.
Outside of town?
I heard it had something to do with animals. I don't know. We drank together once or twice, but not very. It wasn't a regular occurrence.
So would she be out there now, or do you think she could be headed back here?
If I had to guess, I'd say that she's probably still out there somewhere.
Fine. And what of Sarah?
What about Sarah?
You know who I'm talking about. She was taken from you all, then she was somewhere else, and then she came back.
Yeah, last I heard, she was volunteering herself for some sort of ritual that I kind of stayed away from. Nasty stuff.
What kind of ritual? Something that she picked to do, or something they forced her to do?
Something she offered to do.
Do you guys also have code names?
Not to my knowledge.
So you wouldn't know who the Kestrel is?
No.
And what of Mowgli?
Mowgli.
Milo will
Heard-
pull out his notebook and look at it as he talks.
I think I heard about Mowgli a while ago. I think he also offered himself up for the same ritual that Sarah did.
Fuck. I don't know. What's this ritual do? Just like...
Okay, out of character, you guys already have a pretty decent amount of knowledge on the ritual.
Yeah.
Do you want me to repeat that, or like what are you looking for here?
No, I got it. I was just asking if he had any more information about Mowgli.
He provides like high level overview that matches your understanding. You know, people getting turned into fish people. Partially accepting the spirit of some unknown entity, etc., etc.
Do you know anything about the Ordemists?
No, what are they?
That's not.
What's that?
It's just a thing. I think you've helped us a lot. Do you guys have any more questions?
No.
If he can't lead us to the study, can he give us directions?
Well, we know where it's under and we know an entrance. So long as we can figure out.
Does anyone
Where-
have a compass?
I can pretty easily figure out directions, I think.
Well, I'll
Did he
trust
actually?
that then.
Did he actually tell us where the entrance was? He just said it's in this.
Um,
He said there's an
we've-
entrance in a certain area, but did he actually tell us? where
We
it was?
have personally gone down an entrance into those crypts.
But is it the same one?
I think they're all connected.
He said that there was the only way to get there was from one particular.
Oh,
entrance
no, the
or-
after crypts are all connected.
Okay, I thought
Piotr-
they might
Piotr
be
would know
collapse
this.
stuff.
Okay. So you all wrap up your conversation, and Nathan is very eager to get you all out the door.
As everybody else gets up to leave, I'm gonna step out from my place near the entrance, near the stairs, and kind of just walk out, pull out a knife, kind of pick up my fingernails with it. Thank you, that was very helpful.
Ah. Where did you come? Oh, never mind.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Just go.
Nathan. I suggest you don't tell people we had this conversation because I think the friends you've made might not enjoy that.
I'm not stupid.
Good.
Leave that much.
Is his wife still in the room with us, or did she leave?
She's
Yes.
still in the room.
I'm so sorry for intruding on your hospitality like this. We'll get out of your hair now.
Thanks.
I think the two of you need to have a conversation. And I'll leave.
Okay. As you walk away, you begin to hear some raised voices that are not happy with each other. But, anyways, it's not your problem. You leave.
He caused a domestic dispute today.
No, I think the guy making a pact with a cult that worships an evil god, I think he's the one who caused this particular domestic dispute.
Sure.
I
That's fair.
think that we should head back to the warehouse and talk about what we've learned.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to.
You all do that. You head back to the warehouse, and there you see Satina and Sasha,
And they drank the potions.
and 2 empty bottles on the floor. No.
Monster.
That, oh my gosh.
I don't need that kind of poison in my life.
Yeah, you're right, you don't. You should pour him out.
I'll
Nope,
take him.
Just not on those two.
Okay. Yeah.
Piotr, my knife, please. And I'm gonna hand back the dagger that you swapped for mine.
I'll swap back.
Don't touch it by the blade.
So,
I see you all are back.
yes.
I trust your day was productive.
Surprisingly, yes.
So, talk to an old friend.
Oh, who's that? Anyone I know?
You remember Nathan?
Yeah, back when we were in the runners. How is he doing? I haven't talked to him in quite some time.
He has a family.
Oh,
He's got a big house.
oh. That's a bit of a surprise. He was always kind of on the slow side, right?
Yeah, something like that, but...
Ironic considering the group name. Ah.
Right, the runners. I mean, he still tried to run,
Well,
but oh, he got caught up in the same stuff that Sarah's caught up in, and he didn't seem so persuaded like she was. So I don't know. Maybe we talked him out of it, or I think letting his wife know is kind of gets him to maybe rethink his decisions or something. I don't know. He has a kid. She was kind of cute. I had to cast a spell on her so she wouldn't scream or anything, but...
Oh, that's strangely considerate, I guess.
Well, yeah. I got to say hi to them.
Yes.
But anyway... I don't know. He said that Farah's involved too, but she's somewhere else, and Mowgli, I don't know, might even be worse than Sarah was, so... It's like half of our friends are just, I don't know, caught up in just all this bullshit on the wrong side.
In
Yes.
weird fish stuff.
Weird fish stuff, yes. Very strange how it all seems to be revolving around Madame Zelstra's group. You don't happen to know if there's any link between them and us, do you?
Well, he said there's connections all the way there underground from their like hideout and from the after crypts. I think Piotr and Leicester, didn't you say something before about Madame Zilstra's having something to do with this?
We were told that Brandon studies underneath Madame Zilstra's. That strange fish man in the ritual area said that.
It's just, I don't know, it's just awfully close, so... I don't know, she's been honest with me, though, What if she just doesn't know? This...
Does she have a basement or a cellar or anything? It could be pretty easy to, like...
Well, they just...
It's like storage
Nathan
and stuff,
said
but
that
like...
the study's only accessible via the aftercrypts, which are...
But he might not know if there's a secret entrance between Zilstra's basement and the aftercrypts.
What are we gonna do?
That's just a storage pod, but I don't think it
sounds
goes
like
anywhere
we
else.
could pretty easily storm the area where Brandon is without having to worry about the cult as a whole and just Brandon.
Yeah,
Actually, if
but
it's
the less wandering trying to find
Well, yes,
our way
that's what
to
I'm-
it
I'm
in the
saying
aftercrypts,
is
the better.
trying to get to it,
so.
but
I mean,
I wasn't
can
saying not to check Madame Zilstra's. I was just saying that it sounds like it should be pretty easy for us to have a more direct attack on just Brandon without worrying about the entirety of this cult.
Well, I can snoop around at Madame Zilstra's. I can go anywhere. And I mean, Rhea's been helping out there too, so she can probably...
Yeah,
come
maybe
with
she
me.
needs us to clean her storage area, and that would give us an excuse to spend some time down there and look around.
Worst case scenario, if we do have to go through the aftercrypts, I can prepare a spell that lets me know where north is.
Okay.
So-
yeah, that would be really helpful.
Won't get lost.
Yes.
Sweet.
Before that, though, should we go and find these other two leads? Find these other two folks?
Pharaoh's out of town, she said, but...
She said she was on the outskirts of town, not out of town.
I'm afraid that Mowgli may be a wash.
He was, it said that he
yeah, if he's
underwent...
further along than Sarah.
If he underwent that same ritual as Sarah, he's probably not above ground anymore.
Sorry, you all are tracking Mowgli and Farah?
Yeah, well,
We heard that Farah is doing a project for the cult on the outskirts of town.
so she might, not be as brainwashed as the others. Maybe we can talk to her like Nathan.
Nathan seemed pretty regretful about his dealings with this cult. Since, they're trying to bring about the night a lot faster.
It's like they know what they're doing, but they just, like, don't have a choice or something, or can't walk away from it.
Well, Nathan said that the reason he has a house and not on the streets is because of the cult, so...
Yes, I was also talking to Sarah. It sounded like they, well, there were some pretty harsh penalties for leaving. They,
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
all
pretty
those
sure
resources-
the penalty is death. We ran into one of their underlings, and he ended up losing his head.
Yeah.
yes, I heard about that. Very regrettable.
I don't know, with all those resources, to buy someone a house like that who's hardly has a coin for themselves. They have to be connected to something that has money, like... I don't know, like... What if this is, like, something that's, like, goes even deeper, like...
Well, what about that niece or whatever, Mira?
Oh.
She might have money.
I guess, but...
You seem surprised by the name Mira. Do you
No,
recognize it?
I know that name.
Not you, Dimitri.
No, I don't
Oh.
recognize it. I just haven't heard the name before now. It's kind of jarring when you all have been talking about my former friends so much. Yeah, go ahead. And then it turns out that
She's Mira.
Satina's doing a Sarah.
That is 27.
Yeah, no, she just hadn't heard the name before.
Not bad.
Well, I think we should see if we can track down Pharaoh, was it?
Well, I don't know
All
how
the
much,
information we can get before we storm the castle, as it were.
how much
What day
more
of the week is it?
information-
Is it the shears or the hoof?
The hoof, I think?
Yes, it is the yes, the third hoof of the lake.
I
So-
work tomorrow, so I can...
Before we go off searching for another person, because you said we want information, I don't have any more questions. At least not that the lower downs that we're talking to could answer.
Yeah, but I want to get her away from this.
It
I don't need to ask
sounds
her
like it
questions.
might be safer to take out the organization before we try and save people from it. Or else we
I-
might have another...
I do have two questions I would like to ask her. First would be,
Might have
Does
another
she kn-
Talpin. Sorry, I was trying to find his name. The guy whose head came off.
first would be to try and see if she knows anything more about the layout of their headquarters or the Aftercrest. Just confirm that he is himself alone down there in that area, not just a room over from the entire rest of their operation. Second would be to figure out if she knows anything about those weird dog things they've all had.
Well, apparently she was in some sort of dog breedery,
Exactly.
according to the city records.
What if she's breeding them and we find her to ask her these two questions and find ourselves surrounded by more of those strange dog foes?
Well, what if we find ourselves in the Aftercrypt surrounded by those strange dogs?
Well, if we commiserate about everything that could go wrong.
Exactly. I want to find more information about this stuff there, and then we can storm the castle.
Well,
Or talk to Zoya and get backup, and then storm the castle.
try and, I don't know if this is really a castle. From the way Nathan explained
it's
it,
It's a metaphor.
from the way Nathan explained it, they seem pretty spread out in the Aftercrypts.
It's a metaphor for
Well,
attacking them.
tomorrow, Zoya's is in Mulgrays, and I was thinking, Rhea, would you like to meet after work? After I get off work, and we can go volunteer at Zylstra's until everyone's ready to meet at Zoya's later. You don't have another meeting, do you?
Yeah, I have a meeting at the monastery, but that's during when you're at work.
Oh,
But
good.
I don't think. I thought our appointment with Zoya is not tomorrow.
Zylstra, not Zoya.
Yeah. No, but he.
We're going to. When is. Do we have an appointment with Zoya's?
Yeah.
The next jar.
Yeah.
Jar. Okay, that's the next day.
I have it as the Stein.
Yeah,
Oh.
it is.
I was there.
Okay, it's on the
Yeah,
Stein.
it's the first
Never
sign
mind.
of the.
So scratch that part. I ask you to go
fruit.
volunteer with me at Zylstra's after work.
Yeah. Yeah, I should be able to meet you there after I check in with Nala at the monastery.
Perfect. So well, I'll meet you there because I don't know exactly what time I'll get off work. I think my boss is pretty mad at me, so I don't know.
If we're not going to pursue any more of this today, then there's one last thing that I think we need to talk about as a group.
Oh,
What's
and
that?
what would that be?
Those potions you got, Dimitri. Do you understand what they are? You just kind of stared at her for a while and accepted them.
I mean, they're probably not great, but I don't know.
Do you regularly accept strange potions from strange women?
You don't know what it told me, do you?
Dimitri, you understand how this could be concerning to us, seeing as the other things that all of your friends appear to be wrapped up in.
Yeah, but
You were just handed 2 very deadly neurotoxins. I took a look at them while you were sleeping. These could do irreparable harm to a person.
I get that.
Dimitri, I know you just found out some really hard news about your family, but I don't think that something like this is going to help you in this situation.
Well, it's not for me, but
Sorry, those things are poison?
Neurotoxin, yes.
Why, Dimitri?
I didn't choose to have them. I got them.
But, I mean, you stared at an old woman for several minutes and then took them from her.
What?
I'm gonna turn without looking and say, Sasha, hands off. Or I'm not gonna turn. I'm gonna point without looking.
So close.
Yeah, I mean, it was just talking to me when it was, I don't know. What did you all see? What, it was just standing there?
Yeah, you standing and staring at her, and her staring back.
We were having a conversation about, I don't know, my family kind of ish.
And how does that involve dangerous neurotoxins?
That I can talk to them with those.
If you take them, you can talk to your pet. That sounds
Not me.
like suicide.
Not me.
Who then?
Other people, someone else.
Sasha,
They told me who to give it to, but it's not like it's not any of you or anything, and it's not supposed to like hurt them permanently.
Dimitri,
It would hurt them permanently. That's what neurotoxins are. It eats away at the brain.
But I have to know what they have to say to me though.
no, Dimitri, that you don't. What's dead should stay dead. Let it be.
They're not
At
dead.
this point, it's not going to help you more.
Nothing's dead. That's what I'm saying. Like I just haven't been able to talk to things, or even know.
Well- Whoever you fed these to would be dead.
No, they wouldn't. It'd just be different.
That's kind of like dying. If you think
What
about
do you
it.
mean different?
I don't know. Like maybe they'd become like me or something else. You know, like the Ordinis stuff that we've been looking at in those books.
And if you gave these potions to someone and it made them something else, how does that make you better than Brandon and what he did to Sarah?
I'm not promising them anything. I'm not Brandon at all.
But you'd be turning them into something that they're not.
And what if these people aren't even great people?
Well, who
It's not
are
your
deserves to
choice
be
to make.
changed.
who are
It
these
doesn't matter
people
what kind
then
of person they are.
that you're supposed to be giving these to?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Even Brandon gave his people a choice.
'Cause I don't know if I'm going to do it.
Oh,
Well, I think we need to know that you're not going to.
I would need help if I was, so I can't do it by myself. It's too hard. The people he told me. Well, it's she.
Well,
Crime lords and politicians. That's all. I don't know. Maybe
Those
it
are
just
pretty
wants people,
powerful people.
Powerful people.
Why do you think they would want you to target them? I don't think it's because they're the only people who could be the options. I think it's because they're strategically important. They can control aspects of this city. You and I have seen that. Nothing happens unless someone in a position of power wants it to. And you're just gonna put some unknown entity in that place?
The people
Aren't
that
the
they're
people in
targeting.
power right now unknown entities? What have they done?
The people that they're targeting, though, are probably not people who agree with them.
They've been letting things like the Twisted Fang happen, so like they're not any better than some weird entity, whatever you're talking about. So,
At least they're Towan.
I think maybe we should shelf this as an option. If we ever think that these people do deserve it, or it would be helpful to have whatever these things are in that seat of power, then yeah, we can use it.
strange
Otherwise,
tentacle people, I'm assuming, at this point? Or would they become like that old woman, where their bones seem too big for their body?
maybe,
They move at strange
I don't
rates.
know.
there's too many unknowns right now.
Need more
On the other hand, it is a
Well,
powerful
I'm
option.
keeping them for now.
Then I'm
gonna
not
go over
staying
and
here.
Tuck them away.
I'll
What?
meet you at Zylstra's tomorrow, and I turn and I leave.
Rhea,
Rhea, don't.
kind of look at everybody.
If anyone needs an antitoxin, I'll be here.
I'm gonna
I
go
can't say I blame her.
put the potion bottles down and walk outside after her.
Good luck keeping up. My movement speed is a lot faster than yours.
Well, okay, so are you running? Are you speed walking?
Combat sprinting away.
I'm not combat sprinting away unless you chase me. But if I don't want to be caught, I'm not gonna let you.
If Dimitri puts down the potions and leaves, I'd like to steal them.
Okay. Yeah, Dimitri, you head out and you see Rhea like speed walking away. Rhea, you notice this and make sure to keep a distance
I keep
between.
a distance. Yeah, my movement speed's like really heckin' insane. It's 40 feet.
If she's picking up speed, I
moved twice.
notice and I stop going in her direction.
Okay.
I'll just turn around,
I'll stay at the
walk back.
monastery tonight. I have a meeting there anyway.
See, this is why we should have prepared an intervention banner.
It would have gone so much better with a banner. Life lesson learned.
Yeah, so 4 minutes later, I walk back through the door. It's just like, goddamn, I suck. I go to put my potions away.
They're not
Okay.
there.
I mean, Dimitri comes back after a while, but yeah, they're not there.
I'll just be out watering the garden.
Milo.
I'm tinkering on something in my little area.
Yeah, I'd come find you.
Go for it. You can totally find me.
Milo, where'd you put the 2 potions?
Not sure I know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
How do you know he took
on.
them?
Are you like from behind boxes or something?
Piotr's literally
I mean,
just standing
it's
in
a
the
valid
corner.
question,
no.
though.
I just always imagine you appearing like Batman.
Yeah, no.
I Batman up behind it. How do you know he
Yeah,
took them?
he just slowly
Dangles from the
descends from the
just obnoxiously Batman.
And then once he asks the question, just goes right back up.
Everyone retracts up.
Well, I don't know. He's probably wanted to look at them more.
I got a good enough look the other day. I know enough about what they do to know that I want nothing to do with them.
I'm not gonna like use them on anything. Well, I mean, what? So
Do you understand my concern, Dimitri?
yeah, but what, Piotr? You trust like him with this more? I'm not going to use them. I can't even like get to my targets. Or the people it told me to.
Well, one, I trust him not to poison our food if it's if one of us is one of the targets.
None of you are one of the targets. Names.
But you won't tell
That's-
us who
Stop
are.
calling them targets.
That's what they are. They're targets for assassination.
You don't know
Regardless of what
if
you
it's
were
a s-
told, the people you give these to will die.
I don't know. Maybe they're just because they're not from here. You just think they're neurotoxins, and they're just something you haven't imagined before.
Oh, honey.
Dimitri,
How is it on the river of denial?
That's a lot of trust you're putting in weird eldritch entities that
Dimitri,
look like they're too big for human skin.
I too have lost many people close to me. And you can't take that time back. No potion in the world can do that for you.
Why are you a doctor? What? Aren't you just trying to get them back? Like,
No. I'm
What if
trying
you
to
could,
stop
though?
more from happening. You can't. I've
You
spoken
just-
to the mother of alchemy herself.
you're just not gotten the opportunity to have all of those questions answered. Where'd you put them?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Does this
Somewhere you won't
require
find them.
does this require a perception roll to know if he's lying to me?
Yeah, what's your bluff DC, Milo?
I rolled a 25 perception.
I actually need to pull up my bluff DC, but I'm pretty sure it's not
It's
a
definitely
25.
not.
It's, yeah. I mean, yeah, so, Dimitri, you can tell that Milo is not being entirely honest with you, but, like, that doesn't tell you where they are. And, like, you know, you're not gonna make him tell the truth.
Zone of truth.
It's on my spell list.
You get the impression that Milo just isn't going to tell you. How's that?
Yep. When I need them, I'll find them. I'm gonna go walk back over to my place. Kind of eye Piotr while I'm walking back to my corner.
Piotr, can I see your short sword, please?
Sure, and I'll whip it out and give it to him. So that thing about talking to the mother of alchemy, that was a metaphor, right?
Yes. No need to get meta.
Okay.
But what if I want to get 4?
I was gonna say there's no need for meta, but then, you know, it didn't work. I'm gonna poison Piotr's short sword.
And this is how his short sword died.
Okay. So,
Hey, Sasha, can you hand me my other short sword? It's over by the butt for.
What's a butt for? Wait, damn it!
And then, like, really quick Spider-Man up to the ceiling.
Okay.
Nice.
Sure. That all happens. So, from what I understand, you all are going to Zylstra's tomorrow. When were you all going to, Farah?
Well, if
At
Dimitri's
night?
going to work, I'll go to Farah.
Yeah,
I'll go with him then.
I was gonna say I think Leista, Piotr, and Milo can go to Fair just in case there's doggos. Just have the larger group there, and then Dimitri and Rhea go to Zylstra's.
That's what I had in mind.
Cool. Well, the night comes and passes as it usually does. And in the morning, you all wake up to your normal activities and then set out for your
realized.
various things.
We just sent all the healers. To
Rhea, where are you?
I went back to the monastery
Okay.
to stay the night.
Damn it, I can't remember what accent I was doing with Nala. Oh no, what voice was I using? Anyways, she...
Nala has a cold right now. Her throat's really scratchy.
Hi.
What are you doing back here?
No, I just was feeling a little homesick tonight. Is it okay if I stay in one of the guest rooms?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Are you okay?
Just a little under the weather. Okay. Yeah, so you return to the monastery for the night, and that all goes well enough. In the morning, the three of you set off for the outskirts of Aquila. And it's pretty steady going, so Milo, you know that So your understanding of the city is like, you know, people like you from the Rosewood district don't really like going out the front door of Aquila. It has a bad reputation.
Yeah, no, of course. I'd use one of the side gates because I'm privileged.
Well, what I mean by that is like you don't usually take land routes out because like the city's just like ringed in poverty.
That's fair.
So you might feel, you know, maybe a little nervous. I don't know.
Alright, now the key is just walk like you're angry. Look like you're just like waiting for the next guy to piss you off so you can knock his teeth in.
Yeah.
Like this.
Crazy doesn't mess with crazy. Sometimes. Most of the time. It sometimes works.
In that case, I'll take a Juggernaut mutagen to make myself look bigger and thicker and robustly healthy.
What's that last?
A decent amount of time. I think it's like 10 minutes. Oh, no. Yeah, it's like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm actually gonna
Well,
check.
it's long enough for flavor purposes.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Anyways, yeah, you all make your way out, and you don't have any good information about the precise location of this thing. So how are you going to go about finding it?
The permit for it wouldn't have the address.
No,
I
it's
guess
like
it
a
would.
personal permit.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll all of you, either Society or Lore Aquila.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a 25.
I was saying that's a 21 for me.
Natural one.
Society.
What did you roll, Piotr? Which one of those two?
25.
Which skill?
Society.
Okay. So with your combined understanding of just like, you know, how cities are laid out and stuff like that, you make your way to the breeding
District.
district, just a district for breeding. Oh no.
It's where you have to
The red
have
light just right
sex.
next to it.
Reading district.
That's a very clinical term for the red light district, yes.
Sorry.
Nah, like I want to say like, yeah, you make your way to the breeder business that was listed on the permit. And you see as you're approaching kind of like this large farm type setup, the house is kind of run down, kind of shacky, but you do see, as advertised, dogs running around and playing in the brief window of sunshine that they get.
Why did I not go with the puppy party?
Becky!
Because
Sorry.
I've ever made.
you went to the orphan party.
It's a much
Yeah.
less happy party.
Do the puppies look happy and well cared for?
Yes.
That is perfect.
One of them looks like really well fed, and it kind of like waddles up to you and
It's
just
a
like
chonker?
burps.
Oh,
It's like Rolly from 101 Dalmatians.
I'll go ahead and give it a scritch behind the ears and then walk towards the door of the house and knock.
Okay. You hear a couple moments pass, and then you hear the door open, and then also see it open, and you see a Eurasian woman who looks a little haggard open the door, and she goes, "Yes, can I help you?"
Are you Farah, the breeder?
Yes. Is there?
I was hoping to purchase a dog. I was wondering if I might get a recommendation from you. Do you mind if we chat?
Oh, sure. Come in. Come in. She ushers you all indoors, and you see like a kind of, half set up reception area. There's like a dog snoozing in the corner on a bed,
Aw.
and some chairs set up that are a little dusty, a little creaky, but they work.
Yeah. So how long have you been a dog breeder for?
Oh, it's been a couple, maybe about a year now.
Wow, wonderful. You have such a wide variety for having started so recently.
Oh, thanks.
What got you into it?
Oh, well, I just always liked dogs, and I managed to finally secure a loan, and within a couple of weeks, I had found a spot, got myself some nice young pups, and started at it.
Congratulations. And what about your work with the Twisted Fang?
No, she just kind of like, sorry?
I said your Labradoodle has beautiful fangs. What do you primarily feed them?
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Oh, I love the way Milo works.
Perception is insight.
Yeah.
I got a 28.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
right.
better than me. I rolled a 17.
Yeah, Leista, you know that she knows what those words are. Yeah, the Labradoodle, I guess, I don't know. Come here, Fido. Kind of like takes a look at the dog's mouth. Maybe a little, I guess.
But they're beautiful. What do you feed? Feed them primarily.
Oh, just kibble from, I know a farmer who always has some kibble for sale.
Oh, wonderful. Have they processed red meat before?
I mean, that's a strange way of putting it, but on special occasions, yes.
I'm going to walk away a little bit so that I'm not facing her, and I'm going to cast message and send it at Milo and just say she recognized the Twisted Fang. Also, ask if she has spikier dogs.
Spikier dogs?
Yeah, like the dogs that we saw on the that we fought before.
I don't know if I saw those, but do you
there
have
were
any?
there were two in the warehouse when we
Yeah,
rescued
you
Sarah.
saw them.
Do you have any dogs with spike ears?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with all of the breeds and names.
Sorry. Are you a friend of Mira's? She kind of gives you a look.
You could say that.
Go ahead
That's
and roll
why
bluff.
I came to you specifically. I am on a recommendation.
Ooh. Well, what? Go ahead and roll bluff.
Okay. That's deception, right?
Yes. I don't have my skill set in front of me. 'cause-
So I don't have a bonus to it, but I just rolled a nat 20.
Hey Joe, guess what she rolled?
That
A
one.
nat 20?
Nat 20.
What happens now?
Usually you wanted the DC.
Well, it's supposed to be a bluff against her perception DC, so.
Yeah, that is true. Fine.
So,
Steal my nat 20.
I'm sorry.
Rip it
you
from my
wasted a nat
soul.
20. You wasted your nat 20, DM.
That's the only one I'm getting.
Whoa. You guys, it is International GM Appreciation Day. Also,
Right.
don't insult the GM before there might be combat.
Hey, I enjoy challenging combat.
We'll be fine. You guys.
Yeah, we have all the healers.
I have combat heals.
I meant more
and
words being
me
nice.
and Rhea kick ass. So,
Anyways,
One of those statements is true.
okay, so, are you here about one of the orders then?
I was hoping to place one of my own.
Oh, well, that's very unusual.
Do you mind if I see your current stock?
Well, I guess I don't see why not. She kind of walks over to a trapdoor and just kind of lifts it up and, well,
Thank you. I'll head down.
I'll follow him down like I'm his bodyguard.
I'm gonna give an insight roll to see if this is a freaking trap. This smells off to me.
Here, just climb into my cellar. I won't lock you there. It's fine.
That's just perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
24.
24. Well, let's, where are my dice?
So it would just be against her deception DC or her
Yeah.
If she's lying,
diplomacy DC.
So, you do not think that this is a trap that is being laid.
Okay, I'll gesture after you.
Yeah, I followed Milo down like acting bodyguardish.
Yeah, she'll follow those two. So,
I'll go down after.
you all descend down a ladder that's made of like partially rotting and like, damp wood. And you notice that the air gets a lot colder as you descend, and there's kind of like a acrid taste in the air. And you can hear things kind of like shuffling around, things that don't seem as bright and happy as the animals that you're witnessing on the surface. And indeed, as you get down to the bottom of this shaft, you see a large open area with several sets of cages housing more quove that you've seen before, as well as some other creatures. You see some creatures that kind of look like, it has like the head of like a piranha, but the rest of the body is just like a skeleton swimming around in a fish tank at the far end.
Oh, like those shits that started to try and attack
On the dock, yeah.
on the dock.
And then you also see several bags hanging from the ceiling that are just kind of like dripping with red goop.
Is this basement like earthen, or is like the ceiling still the wood of the building above?
So it's kind of like a mine shafty type thing where there's wooden supports that are like maybe 10 feet up, and there are like wooden pillars trying to act as
So
supports.
it's mostly like wrought stone then? Like carved out stone, or is it like more dirt based?
Um,
Earth.
yeah, it's mostly stone.
And is this like one room, or does it look like there's passages out of this place?
It looks like there are passages, yes.
Oh, this is very extensive.
Well, yes, I've been trying to keep on top of the stock that we have. You've all been very frequent customers, so I wouldn't want to fall behind.
Oh, I definitely understand. I must tell you, I am admiring your work. You are absolutely phenomenal at this.
Yes. Anyways, so I do have several specimens that are available to be procured. She walks over to the cages with the quove. This here's Chucky. He's very ferocious and has been doing very well in the.
The one that's been naming all of them.
Maybe.
This explains so
Please
much.
bring back Krusty Jr. Descendant of original Krusty. May he rest in peace.
And how is their training? Do they take commands right off, or?
Oh yes, of course. She opens the cage of Chucky, who hops on to the ground. Chucky, sit. Chucky sits. Chucky, what's another? Heel. Does the whole walk around.
Hagoner knows
Cool.
one command.
Can I? Does she have like a training dummy to train them how to kill? Can I be
Yes.
like point to the
Our
dummy and be
dog
like, Chucky,
knows
kill?
sit, lie down, and sometimes she does those.
That's because Ian only knows sit.
Big.
Yeah.
She also knows touch.
Yeah, she only knows touch. Let's be honest with ourselves. Okay, so she also knows me being frustrated in her direction. So yeah, she hauls out a training dummy from the corner and says, "Chucky, sick!" And then the dog just kind of like goes to town on it, rips it to shreds in a scant number of seconds.
And how have you trained them who to obey?
They're actually quite intelligent, so they'll understand if I tell them that you're their owner now.
Wonderful. That is quite amazing.
And what if you were to give them commands anyway, even if I was the owner now?
Is there something that's come up recently?
Oh no, I just I like to keep an eye on the boss's interests here. I'm a bit more cautious than he is sometimes.
He wants to make sure that if someone else that worked with animals were to give it a command rather than myself, that it would still listen to me.
Yeah, don't worry. They know who to listen to. They won't listen to me once they leave this place.
Good. Maybe take a look around and see if there's any other specimens that would be, well, not spoken for, but
We may be interested in the future.
yes, and picking out a good one for now.
What's in the red bags?
Oh, those are the, yes, those are the loam that the Twisted Fang asked for. I was told by, I was told by Brandon last time he was here that they were preparing something interesting with them.
The
I've just been
rituals.
following the instructions that I was provided.
Good to know.
May I see further species for possible purchase in the future?
Do they come in different sizes? Or is it just kind of all standard?
Sorry, who did you
Issue.
say sent you?
Mira?
Mira.
Well, not herself, but we got orders from her by
I don't
post.
suppose you know a Kestrel.
No, sorry, it doesn't ring a bell.
Oh, she's our contact in that particular group.
Okay, it's just you're asking questions that I thought most of you already knew.
Unfortunately, our contact is less knowledgeable than others in this particular area.
We mostly get orders. Sorry. There were more personal questions out of curiosity. We get told to pick stuff up, not necessarily.
And
What else?
this happens regularly? Because I haven't seen any of you before.
Not frequently. We're what you would call fixers, if you know what I mean.
Why don't you all roll a bluff check?
Yeah. I didn't fail it.
I'm gonna.
I hope.
I mean, I don't have a bonus, so
24.
17.
20.
Well, alright.
I've managed to roll a 19 on dice.
So, yeah, you all were asking about, well, so the only other thing that I've been raising for the Twisted Fang is the krill over there in the corner. You can see them in the tank.
Krill.
In that case, maybe just Chucky here this time.
Okay. Well, I'll go upstairs and get a leash and... No, they don't use leashes. I'll go upstairs and get the paperwork ready, and I'll be back down here in a moment. And this is where we're gonna go to break, so we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, and we're back! Hello, once again, Internet. We are Fantasticide, and we are back from break. So, let's get back to the theft of Chucky.
Theft?
I mean, that's kind of what it is. Chucky heist?
Prove it.
I thought they were gonna pay, but I mean, I'm not there, and I'm also stupidly naive, so it's fine.
I think this works on like a tab/prepay.
Alright, while she's up
Can
making
you just
the
put it on the card? Sorry, what?
They have our credit card on file, right?
while she's up there making the contract and all that, I'm gonna go like just take a casual quick walk around to see if there's any other entrances to this place, or if it's just like a self-contained underground structure.
Yeah, you see a tunnel leading, it's not lit, but it leads out.
Okay.
That it?
And then I'll head back to everybody else.
She arrives back down with a small stack of papers that is, boring legal stuff. We agree to pay XYZ for services provided, blah, blah, blah.
Can I use my bureaucracy proficiency or lore to make sure that I check this over thoroughly?
Sure, that sounds exciting.
Milo's gonna thoroughly read everything before he signs it.
Make sure that the
That's how you
verbiage
know this
is
is a fantasy game.
identical in all 3 copies.
Gotta file it in triplicate.
That is a 27.
Well, with a 27, you will look thoroughly over the papers and maybe, you notice that there's a curious absence of anything that would indicate that this were a transaction for, Ashkin. But it's fine. Anyways, you sign...
What does it say about payment?
Payment is 30 gold per month over 3 months, and comes with some consultation and some guarantees about performance and blah blah blah. But the it says 20 gold up front and then the rest to be paid through mail or whatever.
Well, I got 20 gold if we need to.
Cool, because I don't.
Right, I will pull out 20 gold and pay for it.
Thank you for carrying my purse.
Anytime, sir. You almost forgot it at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, she bends down to Chucky and says some very sinister sounding words that don't really sound like they should be coming from her throat parts, in a language that you have not heard before, probably. And then she gestures over towards Milo and then says some more words and then stands up, and the dog kind of trots, the quove kind of trots over to you and sits at your feet and says, well, you can leave through the tunnel down there. You know, the quove, they don't handle the ladder very well.
Thank you. Where will this let out?
This comes out behind the fenced-in area, that the farm grounds.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Like, what do you even call a dog breedery grounds?
I'd say just on the backside of the grounds, honestly.
Breeding grounds.
That's just such a creepy name, though.
Campus.
Yeah, sweet. I'll shake her hand and
The
walk
puppy
out.
campus. Okay, so
With
When you said-
Chucky.
When you said the backside of the grounds, you meant the grounds that the house is on, right? That her place.
yeah, it'll come out behind the
Fence
dog
area.
breeder.
It's like, I think we'll come out on the side of the fence that doesn't have puppies running around.
Probably. Cool.
Okay,
Well,
so
in that case, let's take Chucky home.
you have an Ashkin thing following you.
As we're
Also, that was
walking,
all of my gold. So if somebody could help.
Yeah.
as we're exiting, I'm just gonna turn to Piotr and just say, I feel like this isn't what we came here for.
Oh, I think I got all the information I needed.
Which is?
I'll tell you later. When we're safely away.
And indeed, you get safely away. Fortunately, this dumps out on like a back road. You know, there is nobody around for now.
What's holding up the sides of the tunnel?
Then wood.
Okay.
Can I make a check to disguise the quove to make it look more like just a doggo?
With what?
Some makeup, you know, just give it some blush.
I have an infiltrator's. No,
I have a disguise kit.
Oh,
I don't know if that would help.
Give it a bald cap.
Yeah, you need to like change its race.
Yeah.
never mind then.
Just draw like Dalmatian spots on it. It's fine.
The jet black demon dog with iron like spikes running down its mane.
yeah. You just add white spots. You're fine.
Add white spots and like feathers on the spikes, you know?
I'm just gonna,
It's science.
How do they take these things?
Oh right, and the multiple eyes running up its face part.
yeah, I'm just going to try and
I
like,
don't remember that part.
No, it's there.
like
Multiple
set my,
eyes.
take my cloak off and like set it on top of him and kind of like try and tie it up so it's like tight on his body and looks like a little doggy raincoat sort of thing.
Is it small enough that I can carry it?
Medium size, if I remember right.
Yeah, so this is probably not like a fully grown one. So we'll say that it is the size of like a Shiba.
That's pretty small.
Well, no, that is a bit small. Like, what's like a medium-sized dog?
like a Killian,
No, smaller than
Like
that.
a retriever?
like a
Like
an
a young
Australian
Mastiff.
Shepherd.
A border collie.
Okay, a little bit smaller than a border collie.
Oh, in that case,
like
I'll put my
like a
arms
mini
out and say,
Australian
"Chucky,
Shepherd.
up."
But yeah, to reiterate my original description of them: pitch black dog-like figure with furry pointed mane that resembles blackened iron, and a series of blood red eyes crawling up from its muzzle, with a mouth full of crowded, pointy, gleaming teeth.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like
How
put
many
my,
eyes is a
I love
series?
it already.
Let's say 8 total.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
So, yeah,
definitely
after she
like
covers it with the cloak, I'll say Chucky up and make it look like and like carry it.
Okay, you carry the demon dog.
I'm gonna squish
Adorable.
it behind its eyes.
which
Behind
ones?
its eyes?
Like behind its like eye like area, you know?
I'm really not sure you all thought this through all the way, but like we'll see what happens. Okay.
Chucky is a good dog. Chucky listens to commands.
I feel like, okay, so you guys are like here in terms of where you're thinking, like this is where the current time is, and then this is where the shit's going to start happening.
Yeah.
But we'll get there eventually. That gap will close itself.
Yep, let's hope this thing actually does still obey us.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So
we can handle Quove.
go ahead and roll. I don't have my skill list in front
Animal
of me.
Nope, I guess I don't
It'd
have
be
animal.
nature survival for pet.
What's disguise?
Stealth.
Deception.
Or just
Deception. Yeah, roll a deception, Milo or Lysta. Only one of you.
Hey, Lysta, you want to do that?
sure. I think I have about as much as you, but yeah.
You might have. Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
I am entirely leaning on my +1 charisma score.
Also,
Yeah,
Lysta,
that's more than me.
what are you doing to replace the cloak that you usually wear?
I'm just going out and proud, I guess, as an elf.
Okay.
I'll hand her my cloak.
Just layers of cloak.
Sorry.
Sure.
That's going to be way too short on me.
I mean, it'll cover the ears.
It's fine. I got a 5, so I do it very poorly.
Oh, buddies. Oh, pals. Okay, yeah.
I back up into the shrubbery like Homer Simpson.
Yeah, well, so you do your best, but like the puppy just doesn't want to leave its face uncovered. It just really wants to see what's going on.
They don't like their ears being covered.
It's adorable.
Okay.
And
That's fine. We'll just go ahead and we'll walk back to the warehouse then, as snakily as possible.
Maybe I'll just distract everyone with my looks, so people are less focused on the dog.
I've got to lie. I've got to lie in place. If anybody stops,
I'm just gonna, like, do a model walk as we head back.
Go ahead and roll.
Like
I think it's
Bayonetta, just walk all the way
deception.
back.
Actually, I'm gonna
Cause a distraction.
Can I not
Create a diversion's
diplomacy
deception.
to be hot?
Or performance.
I'll accept performance.
That's like the same as deception.
Nice.
You know what?
while
This
she's
will
rolling that,
work.
I'm gonna actually stay here and stake the place out real quick. I'll be
Alright.
back later tonight. I say to the others.
Natural 20.
Okay, yeah, you strut your stuff, and people look, but it's the Rugenia, so they're not really interested in capturing you.
Also, I'm 6'6", so pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
Also, maybe maybe not be strutting your stuff when we get back to the warehouse. That way they don't know where we live.
I think the important thing is they don't notice that we have a demon dog.
Guys have just like layers of things that you need to conceal.
us, our location, our new puppy.
And then tell me when nightfall comes, and I got a plan right here. But aside
Okay.
from that,
Well, we're gonna
Are you gonna sneak in and slit her throat?
Nightfall.
we're gonna instead of doing that first, we're gonna go over to Dimitri and Rhea, who in the evening will meet up at Madame Zilstra's.
Yeah, so I'll come in after my long day at work. And be like, I'm Miss Dilly, I'm here to help for the evening. Is Rhea already here?
Yes, she got here a little while ago. She's been working on repairing the...
Oh right, Rhea, we didn't do your meeting with Nala. Let's do that.
Okay.
Sorry, Dimitri. Rhea, you wake up and before you know it, it's time to go meet with Nala.
Yeah, I spend a lot of the day in meditation. I have a lot to think about.
Yes. So, Rhea, how has it been going?
Can we start with something a little bit less complicated?
What do you mean? Have you been encountering troubles on the path?
How do you know what the right thing to do is?
Well, I always first look inward and then look outward, and search my connection to the gods to see if I can help divine the right choice when something tough comes up.
But sometimes the gods would give you conflicting advice.
Well, yes, they are many and varied, and some of them are slightly less trustworthy than others, but, well, you've shown an affinity for Catfoot in the past, have you not?
Yeah, and I guess Catfoot would say, do what you think is right and work really hard to accomplish your goals.
Yes, that is her teachings.
So, what happens when what I think is right is different from the laws of that govern the land?
Well,
Or what happens when I know what's right but no one wants to listen to me?
oh, Rhea, you are young, and the world can be a very complicated and messy place. Rules come about not because they are the most optimal or the most right, but because they are what everyone can at least live with, I guess. Even the monastery isn't perfect. It's made its fair share of compromises over the years.
Well, sometimes compromise is the only way for progress.
Exactly, and many of these maybe less than ideal outcomes of the government come out of this sort of compromise, and that's just the way of things. The best we can do is try and put our best self forward and do all we can for the world.
You're very wise. Thank you for your counsel, Nala.
Of course. So, how has the let's see, you told her about the fish people last time, right?
I think I told her. I definitely told her about disappearances.
Right. How has your investigation into the disappearances been going?
Conflicting. We found a lot of information but it doesn't seem to be helping us make progress as quickly as I thought it would. But that's not necessarily, just time, diligence, dedication, patience. I'm very confident in my team.
Well, that's good. It's important to have faith in the ones that you work with.
Yeah. I think most of them want to do the right thing.
Most?
Well, just like the gods have conflicting ideas about what the right thing to do is, so do Towans.
Yes, of course, it is part of Towan nature.
So, I guess I just need to do what Catfoot would do and stay true to my beliefs and work really hard to get the results that I want.
Yes, it looks like you have a good head on your shoulders. That mindset will serve you well in life.
feel better.
Good. Is there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Not at this time.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you're making uneven progress, but, you know, these things kind of go slow and then they all happen at once. So, keep at it, and I'm sure the dam will break soon.
Just gotta find the right pressure point.
Yes. Well, I'll be sure to report your progress upward, and I hope you have good luck this next week.
Thank you.
Okay. You depart. And then you show up at Zylstra's.
And then I show up at Zylstra's.
Right behind me or right or before me?
Before
I man up
you.
to him. Come on.
Because I get in and I ask for if Ray is there right away.
Yeah. Rhea, you'll have been there for a little while. You can... Anything in particular you want to be doing?
Oh my goodness, where's my list of all of the things that needs? Yes, I would. I'll be talking to Jarrell and being like, it's okay, everyone has nightmares sometimes. Even I have nightmares sometimes.
No, you don't. You're way too big and strong.
Well, just because I'm big and strong doesn't mean that I don't have fears. Just the other night, I had a dream that all of my teeth fell out.
I've had that one.
Oh my goodness, isn't it so stressful?
Yeah, although not as often as the one where you wake up and then Zylstra's asking you questions and you don't have any pants on.
I've had those too at the monastery.
Wait, you've had dreams where Zylstra's asking you questions?
No, not Zylstra, but my mentor is she reminds me of Zylstra sometimes.
Oh, because she's old? Do you see Zylstra just kind of shoot the darkest of looks from the corner?
No, because she's wise and strong and stern, and she doesn't let people get away with very much.
You hear a snort coming from said corner. And yeah, then Dimitri walks in.
Hey, Miss Zilly, is Ray here?
Oh, she's over there talking to Jarrell.
Oh, I know Jarrell. He's a fun guy.
Yimmy!
Oh shit. Hi, Jarrell.
Did you come to play kickball with us again?
Well, not today. I'm gonna help Miss Zilly inside.
Oh, you're just mad because we beat you last time.
Well, I mean, the teams were uneven, but yeah, I mean, you beat me 3 times in a row now, but I haven't forgotten that one time I won.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll just kind of like do one of those weird eye thingies to Rhea acknowledging her, but then change my attention to Madame Zylstra. Be like, hey, Miss Zilly, do you mind if I finally fixed that bookshelf in your office?
Of
today?
course, Dimitri.
Cool. I just was like thinking about it all day, and I was like, I'd finally just get to that.
Do you need any help?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, I could use some help. Do you want to help me get started?
Sure.
Okay, just don't do anything in there that I wouldn't approve of.
Okay.
Blush.
Out of character, I intend to go fix the bookshelf in the place where I think I can get access to where the basement storage is that was under suspicion.
Okay. Sorry, can you repeat that?
So there's a room, there's a place that has like access to the storage here that we suspected could be maybe there's like a hidden entrance into the after crypts and such to get to the Twisted Fang stuff. That's where I intend to do any of my maintenance stuff today, to try to find that.
Okay. Well, indeed, you go down to the storage area under the pretense of gathering supplies, and go ahead and roll a perception check, both of you.
Oh, yeah.
And while we're looking for shit, 23, but I'm rolling well.
8.
23 and 8. Sure. Dimitri, you uncover a trapdoor that's kind of hidden in the corner with like a layer of dust.
Bum, bum, bum.
So, yeah, I'm just like looking at stuff and, so, where'd you end up staying last night, Rhea?
I went back to the monastery. I thought it would be nice to get an early start on the day of my meeting.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
And I thought it was the safest place I knew of. So if I wasn't going to be with my friends, I should be with my family.
Yeah. I don't know, I felt like I didn't say something, or I did say something yesterday, but,
Well,
you know, I just, something was off, and it's weird to say it, like, but, like, something was off between us, and I
well,
don't know.
I'm not going to lie to you, Dimitri. I'm really concerned about the neurotoxins that you're hanging on to and intending to feed to people in this city, dangerous people in this city. Outside of just
Well,
that really not being something that I thought you would do.
I was gonna tell you guys about that, what I saw, but I mean, I didn't know you guys couldn't see that or hear, but I don't want to do that, but I don't know, I haven't known anything about me for my entire life, and I don't, it's said that it was like a way for me to find things out, so I don't know. I don't even have them though. I think Milo took them, and I'm not even looking for them right now because I don't even know what I would do with them. So,
Well, that's probably for the best. I think we can let this issue rest for now, then.
well, what if I found out that it wouldn't hurt people? If like, never mind. We'll just let it rest. Do you see this? I'm gonna dust off that thing I just found.
You're dusting off the door, now she'll know that we found it! Unless we
dusting
clean the
off the
whole area!
Oh shit. Well, I redust it.
There's no such thing.
I mean, if he has prestidigitation, he can dirty an area.
I don't have that.
Why wouldn't you have
choice?
that spell?
I don't need that spell.
Everybody needs that spell.
It's the only spell that matters!
Yeah. So
The only
describe.
spell that will let you redust an area.
You critically need it right now.
How would you not know that this would come up?
It always comes up. It always comes up.
This
What's
looks,
done is done.
I didn't know this was here. Come look.
So yeah, to describe the trapdoor briefly, it looks like it's probably as old as this building, and it has a chain around the handle
Oh,
that attaches to a pipe in the wall.
is there a lock connecting the chain?
Yes. Oh, okay, so it doesn't attach to a pipe in the wall. It attaches to just something to keep it down.
Yeah.
Hey, never mind. I'm going to pick the lock.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
I think now is one of the times where it's most allowed.
Good. Pull a piece of my thieves' tools that I pick the locks and go. and go to pick the lock. If she comes, just shout at me or something.
Okay.
Probably suspicious time down here. Thievery. Wow. That's a nat 1.
Ooh, hero point.
Rank epic.
Huh?
I am
yeah.
gonna... Well... That's a critical failure on the attempt. It breaks a lockpick. I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
Not a nat 1! 13 on the first one.
Nope. I mean, so I'm just
18
gonna tell you the DC is 25 and you need 3 successes.
Okay.
It's a lock.
18's regular failure.
So that 35 or that 13 is also a critical failure.
Yeah, that'll break.
Yep. God, I don't know. This lock's kind of strong.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we should probably go upstairs. It's been like 5 minutes. We know this is here. I can try again some other time, or when she's asleep.
I mean, is there any place this trapdoor could be leading to other than the after crypts? The answer is no, right?
I don't know. I just didn't even know this door was here the whole time I've been here. I've been down in this room 10 times. I don't know. Hey, bring these upstairs. I can try again. Just I don't know. Tell her we need to make 2 trips or something.
Okay, yeah. Grabs miscellaneous tools.
Get ready to find Madame Zylstra's
Wow,
sex
that's
swing.
another nat 1. What the
Ouch.
hell?
Or not.
Just not very good at repairing shit or doing shit in general.
Nope.
Hey, we found shit, and that
another fail.
counts for something.
So Dimitri, you got you do one of those things where you're like halfway through assembling the IKEA furniture before you realize
Done
that
it all backwards.
yeah, you did it all backwards and the shelf isn't aligned correctly, goes crooked and
The part that's supposed
Yeah.
to be the part that's unpainted is facing the inside, and you have to unscrew all of it. And
I can't seem to roll higher than a 10 on dice to fucking do anything down here.
Much like IKEA furniture, the only answer is to set it on fire.
I'm back after having dropped off the first round of tools.
Shit, I still can't get it.
What if we, instead of trying to pick the lock, what if we tried to... Are there hinges? Could we try to
it's just
disassemble the
chain. You wanna-
hinges? I'm thinking of Pirates of the Caribbean here. It's all about putting the right leverage.
Are you talking about just taking the door off entirely?
Yeah. That might be easier.
Look at you. I love that idea. Let's try it. Where do we start? Do we just...
Well, you have a crowbar, right?
I mean, I have a screwdriver, crowbar. Yeah, let's try that. Can we try to take the hinges off the door instead of picking the lock? Which would just attach the door to the pipe, but then the door wouldn't be attached to anything, blocking anything.
yeah, so the trapdoor is arranged such that the hinges are hidden inside a crack between the thing, the far edge of the door and the wall. So you can try and tap it out if you're really careful, and it'll still require a lockpicking check, just you know.
All right.
We'll give it a DC 20 instead of a 25.
This might make a lot of noise, so I could probably just do it for a bit, but that's way better. That's a 27 or 28.
Okay, you get the first hinge.
That's the first success.
Yeah, you get the first hinge out.
A 2. So that's a failure. And then off the desk.
Can't break lockpicks now.
That's a D12. Wrong dice. Son of a bitch. It's 12 on the third one. So that's... I think... I'm trying to think of the time on it takes to lockpick, because
Oh, so it's
Essentially, that's a set of 3, which is
yeah, that would be
Roll.
2 turns.
okay. I'll do one more attempt, which will be, about a half a minute or so of tapping. That's a bad. Rolling like shit still.
So
25, and then a 16, and a 13.
okay, do you get? So you got another success.
It was success, fail.
Okay. Yeah, so you've had 2 successes so far.
2 of 6, yes.
Okay. Where's the... Oh, yeah. So there are only 2 hinges, and you get the second one out, because we're not going to sit around all day while Dimitri just, like...
Well, we just roll and roll and roll until we eventually
Just-
get caught or succeed.
Yeah. So, yeah, you get the second hinge out, and now the door is loose.
Okay, I'll have to buy some more lockpicks. I'll just write that.
Gonna try to peek inside.
Well, let me set
The
the
door
door
is
down.
the trap door is still, like, flush against the thing, so
Yeah.
you'd have to...
Lift it.
Okay. If you lift it, then yeah, you can see that this is similar to many of the other entrances to the after crypts that you've seen, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have seen a couple. So there are just like entrances to the crypts,
Yeah.
just like dotted, like built into buildings around, and this is one of them.
Cool. I think I'm gonna slowly shut it back down. She might not even notice, since we didn't do anything to the lock. Like, she might not even notice that the hinges aren't perfectly lined up if we just set it back in place. Because who would think?
Yeah, they're hitting against the wall.
Yeah.
The stone's just made out of the same.
I mean, as long as
sort
she
of
doesn't try and go
original
down.
foundation.
Yeah, as long as
Out
she
of-
doesn't try to go down before we try to go down.
Well, there's
It
no way
turns out
she can.
she
get
was
down
in
that
contact
easy.
with- Sorry.
She hobbles around, so I don't know.
Also, there's tons of dust on it.
That's true, yeah. It's not, it doesn't look like it, unless she can use prestidigitation.
Or unless Brandon can.
Okay, let's cover this up, and I actually do want to fix that bookshelf I mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We'd
go ahead
be
and
very suspicious if we didn't.
roll just like a roll to see how well you do, unless you have like lore carpentry or some BS like that.
Craft.
My deception
Oh,
to
crafting.
cover something up would be a 20.
Okay.
I rolled a 9 or an 11 on dice.
Just push some of the boxes over the hatch.
Yeah. Yeah, but roll a crafting for the bookshelf.
11.
I'll roll that too. 10.
You do a job that obviously wasn't trained, but does the job. You know,
You do a job.
some of the boards don't fit together right, and some of the, yeah.
It doesn't look beautiful, but you know what? It's more sturdy and can hold books now.
Some of the nails, instead of being pounded in straight, like, did
Oh.
the cock down.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, at least we know our strengths, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my strength is strength.
Anyway, I don't know. What were you doing? Were you just talking to Jarell for the last hour or so?
Well, yeah,
I
because he has nightmares. I was trying to help him with
yeah,
that.
he's mentioned that things about like losing his teeth and things and such, just wacky nonsense. But I probably don't need help with the bookshelf, so if I'll just find you for the next project. I'm probably gonna just do the bookshelf and then probably clean the stairs.
Didn't we just do the crafting check on the bookshelf?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was downstairs in this.
No.
You name other things that need to be done.
Yeah, and I get a couple of those things done.
Yes.
You could fix the broken wall, or or you could find a cook for them. We already fixed the broken door.
Find a
They're
cook.
low on food supplies, and their yard has a lot of weeds. So that's my current list that we're working off of.
The yard has a lot of weeds.
Yeah, you could go outside and pull some weeds.
if they're low on food, it's their own fault. We gave them
I'm gonna
like
go
5
pull
gold
weeds.
last time.
This is just my list from before that happened.
Oh no, Piotr and I gave her a bunch of gold, and then you guys visited after that.
Okay,
so,
yeah.
Like,
This is the list that she gave me. I wrote it down.
Okay. Yeah, so Dimitri pulls weeds and
Yeah,
Ray,
mundane stuff.
Yeah, Ray, you can do whatever.
Rhea senses he wants some space, so she'll return back to the warehouse. To meet
Okay.
the puppy?
Yeah. You arrive back just as Milo and Lysta, with Lysta just like strutting her stuff cloakless, arrive.
Lysta, I thought this was supposed to be our discreet hideout.
well, I mean, it was this, so people might notice the dog.
You guys got a dog? I thought this was
You
supposed
hear-
to be our discreet hideout. I'm so excited to
You
meet this
hear
dog.
through the wall, like you aren't inside yet. You hear through the door.
Oh my god, dog! I've always wanted a dog!
Me too. We're not allowed pets at the monastery.
It's not like a normal dog.
Does it only have 3 legs? Does it have different colored eyes?
I mean, it has.
What does
Oh my god, does it have an eye patch?
It's got a lot of eyes.
And they are different colored.
They are.
And I'm gonna show Rhea the quove.
What are you doing bringing that back to our home?
Well,
This
we
is Chucky.
bought it, and it's ours now. I'm not
Wait,
entirely sure we succeeded at doing what we went there to do, but we got a dog.
I'm
What?
gonna tentatively put my hand towards Chucky's face for him to do a sniff.
Chucky does do a sniff, and then
And I
kinda
just-
looks uninterestedly away.
Yeah, I kind of thought we were going there to try and figure out the layout of the under crypts, and then we just bought a dog and found out that she's breeding the dogs that we kind of suspected she was breeding.
But she mentioned that they come to her.
You know, maybe
So
let's
she
go
doesn't
inside
know
to
the
talk about this.
Yeah, we're just like standing outside.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll actually enter the doors of the warehouse. Now, Piotr said he figured some stuff out, but he wouldn't tell us. So
That sounds like him.
we're waiting.
Oh my god, can I see the dog? Can I see the dog? Can I see the dog?
I'm gonna put Chucky on the ground
Very
and take
careful.
the cloak off him.
Its
Immediately
mane is
used.
very spiky.
Oh my god, it's oh, wait, what is that? That's not a dog.
It's called a quove.
It's a breed of dog.
So Milo like sets the quove on the floor, and it just kind of looks around a little bit, and then just like sits like a puppy.
And it is very good at having eyes. As you can see, it's got 8.
It looks
Very
kind of
smart.
evil.
Yes, I do believe it is of Ashkin descent.
That's not good.
I don't think you should judge good and evil by what you see at face value.
I think the kid's got the best sense of
Well,
common sense of all of us right now.
I
I know what you're
mean,
talking about. There's no way that this could go wrong.
That's
shouldn't you I mean, you're from the Towan Monastery, aren't they very anti-Ashkin?
Yes, but I'm not gonna tell a child that if something looks evil, she should treat it badly because it's probably evil.
Was that in character or out of character?
In character.
Okay.
it's wait, where's Dad?
He stayed behind.
Okay, and that's not like a euphemism or anything, right?
No, he's still alive last I saw him.
Okay, so like if
He's
if
just
the,
doing that thing he does where he like stands in a dark corner and stares at a building for a really long time.
Okay, that does sound like him. But like if the dog burps, I'm not going to smell Dad.
No.
No, your father did not go to a farm.
Well, I mean, technically he is at a farm. It's
No,
just
he drank a potion, now he is the dog.
it's just a farm for puppies. You know, I feel like we should have gotten an actual puppy while we were there, because that was an option.
Yeah, wait, there were actual puppies and you brought this home? What are you all thinking?
Have you met Chucky? He's so smart. What a good boy.
How smart is Chucky?
He can sit.
Does Chucky sit when she says sit?
Chucky's been sitting,
So technically, yes.
He can lay down.
but when somebody says, Chucky's so smart, he just like does a little up on his top feet, and then lays down when Milo says, and lays down.
He can heal.
Chucky gives a confused look in your direction.
You regained 1d6 hit points.
No, you don't.
Oh my god, yes.
Chucky just kind of goes like,
a healer.
Only listens to Milo, I'm pretty sure. Milo, you should see if he plays dead.
Can you roll over?
yeah. So as soon as Lysa says Milo, you should blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Chucky kind of looks like eagerly at Milo and then rolls over on command.
Oh, cool. And then I'll tell him to play dead afterwards.
Chucky does that.
Okay.
Chucky
Have
just
him
dies.
pop up.
Has a heart
I'm
attack.
gonna see if I can get him to play fetch with a ball or something while we wait for
Yeah, Chucky plays fetch.
everybody else to come back. Sweet.
But like,
We'll play. Yeah.
let's be clear. When Chucky plays fetch, it doesn't look like it's an activity of joy. Like, Chucky has a thing against the ball that you use.
Yeah.
And like, when Chucky brings it back, it does not look like it's like, oh yeah, throw it again. This is so exciting. It looks like I have done my duty.
Perfect. Yeah.
It is been
Probably
destroyed.
instead of a ball, I'd be throwing like a piece of rope
Okay.
instead.
Same deal though.
But yeah.
Like, Chucky's
Is it
Chucky's all business though.
Good boy.
Zooming over to Piotr.
Is it night yet?
Yes, the sun drops down at about 5 p.m.
Alright. Nobody else comes to the place?
So there's like light foot traffic, but it's not very busy. It's
I mean, everybody else goes to the farm, though.
huh? Yeah, so you see one or two people, and like when you watch them, they come out with puppies, actual puppies.
Okay.
You should get the chopper.
Oh
while
boy,
you're
time to
there.
make the rest of the party hate me. Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the house stealthily.
Are you
Okay,
gonna
roll
set it
stealth.
on fire?
If you murder puppies, I swear to God, Alex, I swear to God.
25.
Okay.
I mean, so long as you save the chonker and bring it back.
The puppies are kept outside, right?
Yeah.
Some of them were inside the house.
You don't keep them inside the house. Dog breeders.
One of them, I said one of
He
them was in the house.
narrated it that
Oh.
one of them was sleeping on a bed inside the house.
He's gonna burn the fucking house down.
I'm gonna pull out a couple of the 10 pints of oil I have on my person in my backpack. And I kind of like pour them around, like on the wall around the base of the entire perimeter.
Oh, honey. As you're doing this, the chonker from earlier just kind of like hops up on you and like kind of wants to see what you're doing.
I'm gonna kind of like scritch his head a little bit, and then I'm gonna push him away, and I'm gonna keep working on the perimeter of the building.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go to the secret entrance.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my knife and actually, how resilient are magic items in this game? Are they like extra resilient, or are they just?
Yeah, we'll say they're extra resilient.
All right, I'm gonna take the short sword and kind of like saw through partway through some of the supports for the words
Tunnel.
tunnel. Then I'm gonna prep an arrow, wrap it in a cloth, and
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the sawing through something is not going to be quiet. So like straight edged blades don't have teeth. So you have to like thwack. You can still do it. It's just going to be noisy.
a straight edge blade will go through stuff. It's just hard, much harder than going through with the saw. I'm not trying to go all the way through. I'm just trying to like weaken them a little bit.
Yeah, roll another stealth.
Okay. Even better. 29.
Okay, fair enough. You go ahead and do that, and then I'm assuming you're gonna set the place on fire.
I'm going to take my crowbar for the last couple of them, and this one is going to be loud. I'm going to break the last couple supports such that the weakened other ones might chain reaction collapse down that little tunnel.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'm going to light a prepared arrow on... You know what? No, I'm just going to go up to the end of the building, take out my flint and steel, and light the oil. And I'll grab Chonker and run away.
Chonker.
Okay, yeah. So you commit arson and also like a couple other things. And as you run away, you begin to hear dogs like frantically barking and yowling in panic. But you flee and eventually you make it back with Chonkers.
No dogs were killed in the making of this TT.
No dogs were killed. They were just scared by the flames of the house that they were not in.
I just want to say that me
Yes.
as a person, I'm very upset with myself with these actions, but...
Nobody said you had to.
No,
That's fine.
I know.
That all happens.
Peter's fucking evil, man. All right, yeah, and he'll make it back with puppies.
So you're the one who the like comically evil choices in RPGs are for. Okay, got it. When you have the choice between kicking the orphan and like teaching them to read, you're the one who chooses kicking them.
No, first playthrough, I always pick teaching them to read, and I'll only ever do the kick option if it has a snappy one-liner with it.
But how do you know if it has a snap? Oh, because it says.
I've got nothing more to say to you. Push.
Do you
them
have a
out window.
snappy one-liner while walking away from the flames behind you?
Guess that's gonna be a hot dog.
Ooh.
Okay.
First
that's
came the
way
flint,
better
then
than
came the
anything I could
steel.
have come up with.
Because he's still a doggo.
That would imply dogs burned in the making of this TTRPG.
Well,
For sure.
well, that's one way to burn a house down.
Accurate.
Oh!
Put your
All right.
best one-liners in the comments below.
Or
The
chat.
answer's
Or
sup, Evan.
And I'm going to walk home and walk into the warehouse as if nothing happened. Except that I have a puppy like kind of sticking out of my shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm playing Seek and Destroy with a rope and Chucky.
okay.
Get destroyed.
Yeah.
I'm
you-
still at Zilstra's.
So Dimitri and Pyotr, you kind of arrive back at the same time, and you.
Oh, I don't go back.
Oh, you don't? You're just staying at Zilstra's overnight?
I got stuff I'm doing.
Okay.
Do you want
Yeah.
to know what I'm doing?
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So after the kids
Getting
go
a
to sleep,
spanking.
I stayed late and I just start finding mundane things to fix as an excuse to stay there until the kids go to bed. And then when I know it's just Miss Zilly awake, I go find her. Actually, I don't go find her. I kind of like stay in the same area on the grounds and avoid her for a little bit. And once does she ever at one point go to her office?
Yes.
Okay, once she's in her office, I'm going to cast Illusory Creature, and it'll be what Brandon looked like 3 years ago, because that's the last time I saw him.
Okay.
And I'm going to have him go down and towards the
no, it's
storage
not.
area.
No, you saw him 3 months ago.
That's right, 3 months ago. So he's going to look similar to that, but in darker clothes. And I'm going to have him walk past quickly so she gets a glimpse from the office that's like, is that Brandon? And then go down towards the storage area as if he's going towards the trap door that we had found. And I want to see how she reacts.
Okay. We'll get to that. Back to the puppies.
Meanwhile, at the important stuff.
Puppy
Yeah.
party.
So,
Puppy party.
Rhea,
Well, back at the plot.
did you find anything at Zilstra's?
Yeah, I was kind of waiting for Dimitri to get back, but he's taking a really long time, so I should probably just tell you because it's pretty important. We found a hidden trapdoor in her basement, and it seems like it leads to the after crypts.
Nice.
Am I there yet?
Yes, you are.
So,
Ooh.
yeah, I was kind of thinking, that Dimitri would get here and we could talk about our plan and then go there.
Do you I mean, so this is Dimitri we are talking about here, and I haven't known him for terribly long yet. Do you think he might, knowing Brandon's down there, might try and go confront him on his own?
Ooh,
I can't believe I
hadn't
left
thought of
him
that.
there alone. We should. It's been so long. He said he was just going to stay for like a little bit longer and then he'd meet me back here.
It has been hours.
All right.
Oh my god, puppy! Another one!
Puppy. I thought the other one might get one.
Puppy!
You bought Chonka!
Chunker and Chucky.
Oh my god, I thought you didn't like dogs! But now we get two? And this one's actually a dog!
The other one's technically a
It's
dog.
a
I
dog
think.
with more features.
I'm gonna tell Chucky to guard them while we go.
It's a dog with DLC. It's fine.
Okay. So, yeah, you all go to Zylstra's.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So this scene between Dimitri and Zylstra takes place a little bit earlier before you all arrive, and you'll see Zylstra look at the figment Brandon. Does she get a will save for disbelief?
She gets to take a seek action against, and then is a perception check against my spell save DC. Let me double check that.
She
but I believe
fails. She fails
Cool.
so hard.
Good.
Okay, so
I can talk through it. But when did she disbelieve it? Did she go interact? Did she leave?
yeah,
her
so she took a look at it and she took a look closely, and then she gets up from her desk and kind of strides over, hushedly saying, Brandon, what are you doing here? She tries to grab him, and then just kind of...
As she's approaching it, that's when I'm gonna have him go towards the storage, kind of leading her there.
Okay.
I want to see if she knows about this. She told me that she told me everything.
Okay.
Brandon, get back here!
Just follows him over, goes downstairs.
Oh, come on, Miss Zilly. That's my Brandon impression.
Sounds just like him. I love it.
What are you acting strange? Get back here!
She follows him downstairs into the storage room. You can't see and hear through it, can you?
I cannot. So once I know she's paying attention, I'm going to be following and sustaining the spell.
Okay. Down in the cellar, you have the Brandon go towards the thing, and she's just kind of following after it. Brandon gets to the trapdoor. What do you do?
I'm cornering her down here now.
Yep.
So I appear behind her and let my presence be known and go, Miss Zilly.
Dimitri, Brandon, what are you both doing here?
Dissipate the spell. Nope, it's just me.
Oh,
Has Brandon come down here recently?
Brandon, not in a very long time, no.
Do you know about that? And I motion towards the trapdoor.
That what... Oh. You're talking about the trapdoor?
Yes.
You get into my old person voice. Okay.
You're talking about the trapdoor? I'm afraid it was built here with the building a long time ago.
Yeah, and a couple of days ago you said that you were going to be honest with me, and I need you to know if Brandon has been coming here, going through that door to reach what's called the aftercrypts. I need to know now.
Brandon has been down through that door before, but not in quite some time. He was going He had an arrangement with me for a little while, but I ended that a couple of months ago.
A couple of months ago. Good. What I need you to do right now, Mr. Lee, I need you to decide and tell me that you are on my side and not his in this. Because soon, my friends are going to come here, and if they suspect you that are working with the Twisted Fang or Brandon, then I don't know. I'm just trying to protect you from being under suspicion here. It just does not look good, and I don't know if there's something you're not telling me, and then they find out before I do. I cannot protect you. There's one that's I don't know what he can do, but he'll kill you without question, and if that happens to you, I don't know, but I'm telling you, you need to be on my side here.
Oh, Dimitri, it's so sweet seeing you protective of me. Sometimes I forget how much you've grown since you were a small child. But
Yeah, but there's kids here too, and I don't know.
I'm aware. Brandon knows that this entrance is not open to him anymore. I want to be honest with you, Dimitri, but that is all there is to it.
Well, I'm telling you now that we're going to use that entrance.
Okay.
I don't know when, but when we do, I can't have you telling Brandon if you see him before we do.
Of course. I understand that you and your friends are up to something very important, and I don't want to interfere with that.
Do you know where those lead? The tunnel?
Yes, it leads to the after crypts. It's a very old part of the city, older than this
Good.
building, in fact.
I'm going to then go into the trapdoor.
Okay. You go into the trapdoor and you see before you the entry to the after crypts. And that's where we're going to be leaving off. Because, yeah, it's about our time. So, thank you all for watching once again. Come join us next week on Wednesday for, the confrontation between Dimitri and Brandon. Long built up.
And possibly the rest of us, maybe, if we get there in time.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, and more dogs. I promise more dogs.
And Piotr might promise more, building
Arson.
burn. Yeah, more arson.
Puppies, arson,
Yes.
we got it all.
Figured out that fire is their weakness. Therefore,
Okay. With that, see y'all.
Yeah.